today it's not going to make a huge difference. Tomorrow it's not going to make a huge difference. But in a month and 2 months and 3 months, when you start getting, 1,000 people, 2,000, 10,000 people coming to your website for free because you're ranked in the search engines, then that is when you will have just massive, massive changes to your revenue, to your business, to your lifestyle. Hey, what's up? This is Jason Drone. Today we're going to talk about blogging. Now, blogging or writing for your website isn't a whole lot of fun. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of mind share, and it takes diligence. And when you're running a business, all of that stuff is really hard to kind of come together all at the same time. And only by writing do you actually get any good at it. So it's one of the biggest problems with blogging, and it's one of the reasons why so many business owners just don't write enough content for their website to be picked up by the search engines in order to get any decent amount of organic traffic. That's the biggest problem. In fact, I was just reading an article the other day. There are economists who are saying that the most in-demand profession in the next 2 years or 3 years is going to be English majors because of blogging, because of writing blog posts, and the fact that content is the thing that is driving businesses forward now and into the future. So English majors, content creators, people who can tell a story, those are going to be some of the most in-demand professions in this new content-enabled internet, if you will. Now, blogging itself, like I said, it's challenging, but a lot of times, how I approach it. So I never really liked writing a whole lot. In college, I took an English class. It was, the very first creative writing one class or whatever, and I sucked. I was really, really bad. And the professor was like, just write whatever just write, write like you were talking to a friend or something. And that really made all the difference in the world. Sales copy is very similar. It ends up being, very, very one-to-one, very simple language. You can still write the college essays, but the college essays just aren't going to get read on the internet the way that, just normal blog content should. So what I want to do is just kind of cover, 5 or 6 basic tips on how to improve your writing so that you sit down and actually blog, write articles for your website, because the articles are going to be what Google picks up, what keyword phrases get you ranked in the search engine so that you can get traffic, you can start moving those customers into your world, into your silo, if you will, so that you can know, so that they can know, like, and trust you, and that you can sell your products and services to them. So the first thing really is just understand that it takes time and patience. Blogging, writing, I've read, it really just, it depends on if you can type. It depends on, if it's in a quiet area or that you're working in a coffee shop because you thrive there or whatever. But by and large, I have read that it takes about 10 minutes to write 100 words, a good 100 words, which means a blog post that is 1,500 words, which is kind of the industry norm for blog posts that actually rank well, is going to take about 2.5 hours. I don't have 2.5 hours. I'm sure you don't have 2.5 hours either. So what I like to do is find a topic that I want to speak about, that I want to write about, that I want to have a piece of content on my website, and then I record a video just like this, where I'm able to go through and in 10 minutes talk through some of these ideas that I have in my head. Obviously I've been doing this a really long time, so when it comes to blogging, I can talk about it for hours. And then, but if I was to record that, then I would have an entire book worth of words, worth of material that I could use in blog posts, and I could even have it turned into a book. So That's why I like doing these videos. Takes 10 minutes, and then I get it transcribed, and then I go through and edit it. The editing takes another 20 minutes, but in 30 minutes total, I can have a 1,500 to 2,000 word blog post with links, with a video that gets picked up in the search engines, that gets added, to podcasts and all of that other stuff. So there's just so many awesome ways that we can use the content once it's written. Another thing you want to think about is really start by changing your time management, your lifestyle. You want to put time aside for writing. And one of the ways that I've done it in the last couple months, I've kind of adopted like this 30-day challenge model. I'm in the 4th month now, but the 3rd month that I did it, I wanted to start waking up early. So I started waking up at 6 and then 5:30 and then 5. So I wake up every morning at 5 o'clock, and what I do is I read the news for 30 minutes, and then I usually start writing. And writing takes a bunch of different forms. It's doing keyword research and writing, for like blogs. It's writing, building mind maps for courses, building presentations for courses, all of that kind of stuff, productive, product-oriented stuff. And anymore, so from like 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., that's what I do, is I, create basically. So it is now a part of my lifestyle in my calendar, and it has really done wonders in terms of how much I'm able to get done. So in your lifestyle, in your calendar, in your day, set aside 20 minutes, 30 minutes to record a video or to create content, and it will dramatic. Today, it's not going to make a huge difference. Tomorrow, it's not going to make a huge difference. But in a month, and 2 months, and 3 months, when you start getting, 1,000 people, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 people come to your website for free because you're ranked in the search engines, then that is when you will have just massive, massive changes to your revenue, to your business, to your lifestyle. Now, the 3rd step is if you're in a slump, if you don't know what to write about, then just change topics. Like, literally. As I said a little earlier, like there's times where I'll look at a topic that I wanted to create a video for, and I'm like, shit, I don't want to talk about that for the next 10 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever. And then I'll look on, so I will pick the ones that I'm kind of interested in now, like where I'm in like the headspace for. So now like I have, 5 or 6 different keyword phrases up on my computer right now that, that's what I'm going to be creating content on for the next hour. So I'll do the 5 or 6 videos, send them off to the transcriptionist, and then drip those articles out next week. That's the plan, at least. The 4th step is your writing is good enough. First, you need to write in order to get better writing. That's all there is to it. Or you need to speak to a camera if you want to get better speaking. You have to do the thing, in order to get better at it. So publish the articles. Publish the videos, get them transcribed. All of this content should be furthering your business. And at the end of the day, if you watch any YouTube video, you will see that these YouTube videos and this content, it's not created professionally. A lot of it isn't. So, people forgive mistakes if they even pick up on them. But at the end of the day, most people are so consumed by their own life and their own bullshit and their own problems that they aren't going to pick up your stuff, so don't be afraid of publishing stuff, getting it out there, and then even going back and editing and tweaking it later. The 5th tip is to start talking to other bloggers, network in the community, go and comment on other people's articles and start friending some of them. You can even, some of the best ways to friend other bloggers is really just to include links to their stuff in yours, because that's all, it's free. It's a free link they don't have to work for, and you just gave them a massive vote in terms of Google and also in terms of your audience. And now you're going to be sending people to them. It doesn't matter if anybody clicks it or not, but they're going to pick it up. It's going to be called a trackback on their blog post. They're going to see it, and they're probably going to reach out and say, hey, thanks so much for the link. What can I do for you? So if it's not like a massive website, you know what I mean? So be friends, get to know other bloggers. And there's all kinds of cool things that happen there. They might share their audience. They might share their email list. You might do some cross promos, all kinds of cool stuff there. And the last tip, tip 6, is your problem content related? And if it is, I mean, one of my favorite things to do is I curate blog posts. So I'll go in and I'll save blog posts that I like. We created a content curation tool called Curately, and the inspiration behind it was really, going to an RSS feed, picking out all the articles that you like, and then moving them off into a blogging queue. And that's how Curately was created, because you don't have all the inspiration every day. Inspiration will strike in kind of the weirdest times. Then sometimes when you don't have inspiration, tools and not starting from a blank page are some of the best things you can do. Now, if you'd like to jump on an action plan call and talk about your online business, talk about your products, talk about building a sales funnel or getting your products out there, then go ahead and go to doneforyou.com/start. And if you like this video, then share it, subscribe, like, all that stuff, and I will talk to you soon. All right, thanks.